Hey everyone, after a lot of testing and thinking, I finally finished this new system that basically reproduces the Kovaaks mechanism of random target movements. I'm working on a new map which will use the Kovaaks mechanics and not just looks and target, but really introduce and tweak the randomness to it, which I think have never really been done before to that extent. It is a really advanced system that took me a lot of time, thinking, running into issues, basically the usual deal with creative. The map will have tracking exercises with strafes as well as click timing exercises, which will also have Kovaaks random respawn mechanics. Since it's not over yet, for the moment I'm only introducing this horizontal strafe setup to my island practice park. Basically the targets will strafe left and right, changing directions and sometimes jumping at random and totally unpredictable moments. So as you can see, this one setup has many configurations. There are 3 levels of strafe speed, meaning at the lowest level there will be less change of trajectory and longer strafes, which are easier to hit, and at the highest level of speed there are a lot of changes in direction, like in Kovaaks fast strafe scenarios. Jumps are also affected by this, and you'll see more jumps the faster the strafes are, and you can still turn them on or off for any level of speed. Additionally, there is a mechanism that guarantees that the target changes direction after a given amount of time, the amount changing accordingly with the speed configurations. This guarantees that the target never stays still for too long for lower speed and also switches often enough at higher speed. As you've noticed, there are multiple targets. Essentially, the bubble can be destroyed, has 150 HP and will respawn. With 150 HP only, it dies pretty fast unless you're from a far range with a close range weapon, which is why I put the green tactical SMG here, because it has high rate of fire, which is good for tracking exercises, as well as low damage from range but low bloom. The tactical AR and gold pistol are other alternatives that work well for long range with good accuracy and low DPS. The ball, however, is invincible and you can shoot at it infinitely. It doesn't really move exactly the same way compared to the bubble, but the movement of all targets are synchronized, meaning the speed of the strafes will change just like with the bubble. Because it has infinite HP, you can train on it from a closer range with a high DPS SMG with no problem. Basically any weapon that has good accuracy is good, and you don't have to worry about damage, so you can just use the game's most accurate weapons. Also, there is a larger ball that makes it easier, or that you can aim from even farther away. You can even train hip firing with bloom with a target this size. Like every other setup on this map, you have a lot of freedom when it comes to the position, distance, the weapons, so you can do this in a lot of different ways. On controller you don't have aim assist, which will make this harder, but this exercise allows for several levels of difficulties, so you can find what's good for you. Other than that, I did a few things in the map. There were issues with the sentries, but this has been resolved as well. I've had to remove stuff again to keep the performance in a good state, but this is why I plan on creating new maps, one focusing on edits and builds, and one or more others focusing on aiming, including the Kovaaks map that I'm working on currently, featuring more stuff like what I showed you in this video. So you can expect more maps from me in the future, but keep in mind that making an island kinda takes time and a lot of work. So anyway, as always, the code is in the description and on screen if you don't have it. And if you want to know more about the map, you can check my latest videos showcasing it. Hope you enjoyed the map. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, as this helps me a lot. And if you want to support me even more, you can use my creator code FLO75 in the item shop. So that's it pretty much, and now see you guys next time.